What's good? So it's been half a year since I finished my IELTS test, but I still get a bunch of questions from you guys about what to do when you study IELTS. But the answer to that is way too complicated and way too long to put into a singular video, so I thought to myself, instead of what you should do, let's make a video about what not to do when you study IELTS. And that's why we're here. I'm back, a high schooler who missed an 8.5 in IELTS the first time he took the test. And in today's video, I want to tell you 4 different reasons why you're still struggling with IELTS. Starting with finding too much material. The first mistake that I see a ton of you making is focusing way too much on finding the material rather than applying and practicing what you've learned. I'm gonna be the first to admit that I am super guilty of this, because when I started learning IELTS myself, about 60% of my time was spent on searching up IELTS materials. I would just have 30-minute sessions going on IELTS groups, either on Facebook or Discord, posting and asking everyone about what's the best IELTS PDF file, or what's the best ebook, and what's the best physical book to learn IELTS. Oh, let me tell you, this was the most procrastinating period of my entire IELTS journey. So why is this so ineffective? Well, it's because all of that precious time that I spent on researching should have been spent on grinding out mock tests and taking notes, etc. Theory can only get you so far, so why not apply what you've learned instead of just searching up for new materials? My recommendation is having at maximum only 3 sources at a time, whether it be PDF files or ebooks. This way, you can devote more time into learning. If you don't know what material you should be using at your level, well, check out the link in my description. I've listed suitable material for each specific band range so that you can find what's best for you. Oh, next up we have... Wait, what's that? Let me go check out the door real quick. Hello? Who's there?
It's me, baby, businessman.
Oh shit!
It's me, baby, businessman.
Have you ever felt like your shit is speaking? Well, me too. And let me tell you a story. You see, ever since I was a little kid, I've always started to stutter. My family was annoyed every time I spoke. My friends would make fun of me the second that I stuttered. It was hard for me to socialize and make friends, let alone speak English. But it doesn't have to be that way. Thanks to my special coach, Elsa. Elsa is an incredible app with over 50 million downloads worldwide and 10 million downloads in Vietnam. So you're probably wondering, what does it do? I'm glad you asked, because if you want to sound like me, Elsa is an incredible tool to help your English speaking skills. Pronunciation. The most prominent feature that Elsa has to offer is pronunciation, because you're gonna get assessed based on how similar you sound like a native speaker. And there is a ton of options for you to choose. You want something short? Go with words. You want something a bit longer? Try practicing phrases. You have time to spare? Well, improve your pronunciation with full-on conversations. Especially in conversations, Elsa Speak can also analyze and assess your fluency and intonation in English for a more well-rounded progress. Impressive, huh? But that's not it, baby. The visuals in the apps is really clean as well. I mean, look at this. Beautiful. Not only that, Elsa also corrects your pronunciation by providing detailed instructions on how to pronounce basically any word. All you have to do is click on that word and kabam! Elsa can personalize your study experience so that you can improve as fast as you can. A 23-lesson course just for you. It also tracks your progress and create your very own study plans. It's just that easy, ladies and gents. Oh, you want games? We have games. There's a gaming session just for you to play with different difficulties, different skills, different topics, different whatever you want. So what are you waiting for? Go down in the description and sign up for Elsa Pro to level up your English game. Use code DEBACLE to get up to 84% discount on lifetime membership. Back to the video. What the fuck? Okay, so while we're still on the topic of taking notes, let's talk about vocabulary. I myself used to write down new words I found on the internet randomly into this cute little notebook over here. And man, was that boring. Several studies have shown that by taking down new words in your notebook and rereading them is one of the most ineffective ways to remember something. Sure, you might be that one special dude or girl who find rereading your notes effective, but for most people, try something else. I recommend 2 different solutions, with the first one being revising your past tests. These tests could be mock tests that you've done on a website online or actual actual test papers that you did in your IELTS exam. Studies have found that revising your previous tests is really useful for learning, especially remembering what you've done wrong and how to fix it. And this, coupled with flashcards, opens up an entire new world of memorization. And yes, that is my second solution, flashcards. You can either buy a small stack like this, or use an app or a website on the internet for free. I prefer this one. The reason it works well is because it helps you engage in active recall, a method that stimulates our memories and creates lasting connections to the material. Thirdly, consistency, not intensity.
You can't get into shape by going to the gym for 9 hours. It won't work. But if you work out every single day for 20 minutes, you will absolutely get into shape.
In today's society, many people think that intensity is already enough. Unfortunately, that is not the case. And the same goes for IELTS. Just because you study for 8 hours straight in one day and skip the next few days won't mean that you beat someone who studies for only 2 hours per day, but he studies on a daily basis. It's like brushing your teeth. We're supposed to brush our teeth twice a day, one in the morning and one in the evening. What does brushing your teeth for 2 minutes do? Nothing. It does absolutely nothing. Unless you do it every single day. Can you skip a day? Sure. How many times do you have to brush your teeth before it works? I don't know that. But I do know that by brushing your teeth every day, it protects your teeth as well as giving you a bright smile. Just like this. Actually, this is a really awful example because I have awful teeth. I got an A because I've been learning English for the past decade and consistently studying IELTS for an entire month without skipping any day. Last, but definitely not the least, the reason that some of you aren't getting the band score that you wanted is because you are focusing way too much on the forecast prompts. When you think about it, there's probably hundreds of different IELTS tests on test day, and you're only allowed to do one of them. I mean, I'm no mathematician, but if you do the math correctly, the chances of you landing on the forecast prompts is lower than the chances of you getting some bitch. I see so many people, including my students as well, they focus way too much on the forecast prompts. At the end of the day, when you think about it, unless you're lucky and you land on a topic that you already practice, well, you're wasting so much time on the forecast topics. Now, I'm not saying that you should completely ignore them, because if you have time, well, definitely go practice some of them. I am saying it is necessary to have a mindset shift. Instead of treating the forecast prompts as a core of your material source, treat them as if they're just another mock test. Okay, so that was 4 huge mistakes that I see people make all the time when they study IELTS. If you want to know more about how to improve your IELTS speaking, well, definitely go check Elsa out. And these 2 videos over here somewhere. Again, if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and I will catch you on next time.